Check one, two, check one, two. My stuff is not working. I have no idea what's going on. Everything is going haywire. Hey, Nuggets, welcome to the food truck. My name's Ruka, and it's a little bit early today compared to what I usually do. We're not even in the right place right now. We're not in the right place. We're supposed to be elsewhere. We're supposed to be. What the heck is going on? Alright, I am trying to get to the kitchen, but for some reason, my the thing I use, the macro thing I use, Touch Portal, is not cooperating for whatever reason. And there we go. This is where we're supposed to be. This is where we're supposed to be. But anyway, uh what was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? But yeah, so again, welcome to the food truck. And why is my music so low? Actually, it's non-existent. Actually, that's fine because when we do the no, let's just increase the music a little bit. Just very, very low. Very, very ambient. But yeah. So today we are things are gapping. So much stuff today. So much stuff today. What's going on? Anyway, so today we're gonna be doing a food review. I guess a snack review. So we've done the Sakuraco boxes here on this channel before. And that ended, I think, when was our last one? Around the same time last year. So this time, I kind of wanted to try a different box. And I think this is from the same company, the TokyoTreat snack box. And we're going to be doing this hopefully for a while. And we'll see how this goes. But so here's pretty much how it is. The Sakuraco snack box, I think, is like the so if you've heard of Boxu before, Sakuraco is like the same kind of snack box, except it's like a fancier upscaled snacks, the way it feels like. And you get like an extra little kitchenware, dishware kind of thing, that you can add to your collection, so that after all the snacks are gone, you have something to remember the box with, which is a neat thing. I feel like. TokyoTreat, I think, is closer to what Boxu is as far as the actual contents, but the actual contents of this is what do you call this? The actual contents of this is closer to what you would find in a grocery store slash konbini in Japan, basically. And I think they give you like bigger. I wouldn't say bigger portions, but like a lot of times with the snack boxes, they tend to like take smaller packages from bigger packages. Like a lot of things in Japan are for individual servings, they're also individually wrapped. It sounds like a waste of plastic, and it kind of really is. But that's how they package stuff over there for the most part. And because of that, they can like take the smaller pieces from a package and put it into snack boxes like this as like a little sampler kind of thing. And I think they have some of those in in the box for TokyoTreat. But the main thing for TokyoTreat is they give you more of a regular, what do you call it, a regular Japanese snack experience, and they at least try to give you like a bigger, not bigger, but like a full size snack portion from what it looks like. At least that's what they're saying in on their website. A full size snack portion, if it exists, in the box. Also, they do have like ramen and what do you call this? A drink. So we're gonna be making ramen on stream. We're gonna be having a cold drink afterwards. It's basically gonna be a giant, gonna be a giant mess. But I'm kind of excited for this just because I want to see how different this is from the Sakuraga boxes. Like I like the Sakuraga boxes. but the thing is, for the most part, the Sakuraco boxes, uh, it's like really fancy stuff that even that do taste good, but it's like you don't. It's hard to find a place to actually get a lot of those things, and this is, I think, should be a little bit more accessible. I feel like, so we're gonna check that out. So I'm gonna move over to the desk. As you can see, we have a nice desk here. I got a desk upgrade for the Handcam streams, so we're gonna move over there, as well as there's a few other things I need to do. There's a few other things I need to do, such as... Crap. This program is not cooperating, is it? Okay, are you kind of working? Are you kind of not working? Do you want to work today? Alright, maybe we're going to do this. Okay, so the reason why I didn't have BGM to begin with is because we're going to be doing some food ASMR. Food ASMR is always good ASMR, at least I think so anyway. So noise suppression gun, I'm just going to have to do this part manually until I get equipment, hopefully this weekend, and it'll be better. Alright, let's move the camera. I'm gonna put you over here. And I'm gonna have to... Yeah, we're gonna have to move that stuff. And I forgot one thing. Where's my lab coat? Where's my lab coat? Lab coat. We got... Can't do a Handcam stream without the lab coat. That's just kind of how I do things. At least... Okay. I think my phone's been dying way too much recently, since since whatever update's been happening to OBS and whatnot. Maybe it's been making the plugins much worse. I don't know. I can't tell. But anyway, so today we have the TokyoTreat box. This is from September. So this is from September, like last month. I actually wanted to do this a couple of weeks ago, but then the whole shenanigans happened where I had to be out for a while. So that's why we're doing it now. That's why we're doing it now. Oh, jeez. It's so hard to get a seat here. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Alright. Is this better? Is this better? Let's see. Mic is working well at least, so we good there. Alright, TokyoTreat. So just quick look at the box right now. We're not gonna, so full disclosure, I am not sponsored. I wish I was. I am not sponsored. I wish I was. Also, I did open the box beforehand because when I was looking at what was in these boxes, I noticed that there is a drink included. So I kind of want that chilled. So I dug in the box, got the drink, put it in the refrigerator to chill, and now it's in a cooler with some ice so that it stays cold by the time we get to it. Because warm drinks, at least warm sodas, are not great. Like, I will drink warm water, I will drink room temperature water, but warm sodas not great, only good for cooking as far as I am concerned. But so at the very least we got that going, but everything else is untouched. It's in the same order and placement as it was packed in. I've made sure not to mess around with it too much. But here is our box from September this year. So you got the TokyoTreat logo, and you also get a pretty interesting design on the sides. Really get the theme going on for whatever we have for this box is going. And because their packaging, the shipping and handling is not great sometimes. You do get some punctures in here, but at least the box is tough enough to where you don't have to worry too much about it. And then the bottom is, where the packing, where my address was, so you don't see that. Not today, ever, ever. Okay, let's open this. Okay, so TokyoTreat. Bought into Japan, I guess. So this is the inside of the box, the top of the box. And just like the Sakuraco stuff, it looks like they give you a pamphlet of what to, like a pamphlet on what to expect in the box. Let's see what else we got here. So it shows you what's in here. I guess some cultural background if you'd like to read through that stuff. I actually have not. I actually have not read through any of my other previous ones, but they do look nice, and I do keep them because they are at least a nice souvenir to look through. It's kind of neat though. I've never actually made a rabbit origami before, so do I even have any paper to make rabbit origami or any kind of origami with? Probably not, actually. Probably not. But this might be something neat to try if we have time for it. But yeah, so it looks like we're going to be getting some Hello Kitty milk bread. Hello Kitty, you're everywhere, kitty. Some rice crackers, I guess. Texas corn pizza. I don't know. I don't know about that. Texas corn pizza? I don't think corn is a huge thing in Texas. At least last I checked when I was still over there. But it's kind of interesting that the corn pizza, I'm not sure if it's very readable. Probably not on. It's probably not that readable actually. But around here it says may contain traces of egg, wheat, okay, shrimp, and crab in the corn pizza. So I'm not exactly sure what that's about, but maybe it's made in the same place as those kinds of other chips. It doesn't look like Calbee actually. It looks like this is a different brand. I don't know what that brand is. But we also got some melon bread cookie, or melon cookie and not melon bread. And of course, one of the many flavors of Kit Kat that Japan has. Like if you ever go to Japan, you will notice the ridiculous amount of, what do you call this? The ridiculous amount, I'm trying to adjust my seat here. The ridiculous amount and variety of Kit Kats and Pocky that they have. So this is just one of many of them. Usually at least you're gonna have like Kit Kat and Pocky for different seasons. You're gonna have Kit Kat and Pocky for different regions in Japan, or at least the ones where like has some famous flavors and stuff like that. Like for fall, you're gonna get like sweet potato, typically sweet potatoes in fall. And then I think during Sakura season, you're gonna get some Sakura flavors, like cherry blossom flavors. Fukuoka, I think, is known for their strawberries, or at least around that area. At least that's what I remember when I went to the gift area, like whenever I was there. And then Aomori and Tohoku in general, well known for their apples. So in this case, we have Kit Kat lemon salt. We thought the lemon kind of looked like the moon, and that's why it's in here. Lemon salt, though, I don't think I've ever seen in combination on anything. But I do give props to Japan for making their many varieties of Kit Kat and Pocky, especially Kit Kat because I think Kit Kat is a American brand, I think, or at least Nestle. And then what you have in the U.S. and most places, it's just like chocolate, dark chocolate, white chocolate. What else is there? Uh, it's kind of boring. It's kind of boring, not gonna lie. So I do like it when they do stuff like this with the different flavors. That way you can actually have. I just like that they're willing to try different stuff, and it might just be a Japan thing, but I appreciate it a lot. So we're gonna be giving that a shot. Okay, so wait, did they actually no? Did they? Did they add some dango? I don't know if they added dango. Middle layer gets 4, bottom layer gets 9. Okay, so there's like dango organization stuff here. I don't know if we're getting dango in this box. We'll find out. But it does look like we are getting orange mikan mochi. We've had mochi before, plenty of times, but I don't think we've had mikan mochi. That might be a first for us. And like I mentioned, usually they give you like little packages, but we might be getting a big one here, like that, like an entire package full of this mikan mochi, and that's gonna be great once we get to it. Yamato Aji curry fries. You know, I dig that. I dig the curry fries. That's gonna be good. I think that's gonna be interesting. Also, we got some brown sugar pretzel sticks. Brown sugar, pretty popular. Ume soda. This is the thing that I was talking about earlier. The thing I got out of the box to refrigerate. I've had ume wine before, plum wine, but not in soda form. And I've made a non-alcoholic plum juice. Very concentrated. Typically that you get it as. So you have to dilute it. Otherwise, it's going to be very sour. Now, I think according to this label down here, it says 1%. I didn't verify it on the can, but it says 1% ume, and that's probably quite strong already. Hopefully they product tested it and it's not too strong. It's and actually refreshing. Kupi Ramune. I'm guessing this is a candy. I've never actually seen this brand before, but I'm guessing it's a thing in some places. Actually, I've never seen this brand before, not even the grocery stores. And I go to the grocery stores in Japan just to give it just to check it out. Hold up, I'm trying to see what's in chat. It's hard to see from this angle. Maybe I need to bring it up in my phone. Let's see. Oh, yo, morning stream, huh? Good morning, man. Though closer to noon for you now. Yes. Good morning to you, Regress. I figured I'd do a morning stream for this snack review box, because if I what do you call this? If I don't do this, if I do this later on in the day, I'm gonna ruin my diet even more so. So I better ruin my diet early in the day rather than later. But we're doing a TokyoTreat snack review box, and we'll be doing this hopefully monthly. Though for this month we're gonna get 2, because this is last month's box, and we're gonna be doing an October box later this month also. So this one's like a Moon Festival themed box. The next one I think is like a more of a Halloween theme box. So that should be interesting to see. I did mention that we do get instant noodles in these boxes, so they do give us udon. That's gonna be interesting. Wait, no, not this udon. I don't think this is that udon we're getting. We're getting this udon, the Donbei Tempura udon. I probably should get an egg. You know what? I'm gonna grab an egg from the fridge really quick, and we're gonna use that for the udon, just to have something some protein in there. But they do. If you've never seen these things before, Tempura udon is really popular in Japan anyway. They have like shops dedicated to just udon. It's like I went to a fast food udon place in Sendai, and basically it's just udon, some broth, really cheap stuff, and then all the things you can add to the udon, like fried mishmash of shrimp, veggies, and whatnot. So that's a thing. So I'm also gonna get some eggs so that our udon's probably not gonna be that not that carb heavy. Understandable if you're gonna review snacks. I better go slap some breakfast together then. Moon Festival box is pretty cool though. Yeah, it is. It is. I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna get an egg really quick, and then I'll be back and we'll take a look at the rest of this stuff. Oh yeah, speaking of egg. Speaking of egg. I did say egg. I was gonna actually get just like an egg from the fridge that I still have to crack and stuff. But I remembered. I just remembered. I made some ajitama yesterday. It's so I made like six ajitama. They're kind of like four of them are like fully soaked down here, but there's two that are not quite soaked. But I'm gonna be using one of these for the udon. I think that's gonna be good for the udon. Normally you use the ajitama for ramen, right? But I think it'll work well with udon. I think it'll be better than than just like a runny egg that probably won't get cooked too well in 3 minutes using boiled water. So yeah, I've eaten something similar on the instant side before. There was one I really liked that had a big dried tofu pillow. It was good. Yeah, I've had that one too. It's actually, it's not. It's nice. It's nice. It's just because you can't really put meat in these for the most part, but the tofu is nice and easy to package. So I'll be getting some udon. Umaibo seaweed salt. I've seen this before in the Asian grocery stores. I've never actually picked it up just because I never had the inkling to. But I think one time I was gifted a bunch of umaibo for whatever reason. I don't know why. And umaibo is actually pretty good. It's nice, crunchy, pretty flavorful. But I never had the seaweed salt before though. So, and we got some cheese X. I guess it's Imaibo cheese kind of thing. They like their cheese there. Sour paper apple candy. I'm guessing this is like. I mean, this is a gummy. I know this is a gummy, but it's kind of what it kind of looks like. Oh, what is that thing that we have? It's not a fruit roll up. I'm not thinking fruit roll up. Fruit by the foot. I think that's what it is that we have. Fruit by the foot. It kind of looks like that, but I'm expecting a much more. I'm expecting a much better quality fruit by the foot. It is Japan, so I'm expecting that. Strawberry waffle. I don't have any whipped cream. I'm not gonna make whipped cream today. I probably could, but I'm not going to. But strawberry waffle with whipped cream would be pretty nice. Rabbit on the Moon. I guess we got a little, what do you call this, background on the Moon Festival thing. Though when we did our Moon Festival, like when we did the Moon Cake review, at last time, it was actually an actual Chinese box moon cake, right? And the background story in that was like overthrowing the Mongols. When they occupied China, that was interesting. This is a little bit a happier version, Rabbit on the Moon thing, I guess, and that's why we're doing the Moon Festival, because of the Rabbit on the Moon. I don't know. Japan and China, they interpret it a little differently. Of course, we got Sailor Moon here because, of course, Usagi, the Moon Rabbit. Your Sailor Moon lore, there it is. Popular Tsukimi food menu. What is this? What is Tsukimi? I'm guessing this is There's a lot of eggs here. Does this have something to do with eggs? Oh, Tsukimi's the Moon Festival thing. Oh, okay, I get it. And I guess eggs are kind of like the moon, so they use eggs in a lot of stuff. Like in Japan, they do a lot of eggs in their burgers and sandwiches, which okay, it makes sense. Like even in their Big Macs and Whoppers for those chains, you'll see an egg in a burger menu. However, I don't think I've seen this before. I don't think I've seen this before. The egg pizza. Interesting, but wouldn't the egg like cook hard boiled if you bake this in the pan? I don't know how you would get it to be solid like this and still probably a little bit runny. I don't know how that would work. I'm willing to try it. It's just I don't know logistically how it would work, you know? Eggs on a burger are pretty godlike though, not gonna lie. Yeah, I liked it. Egg on a pizza, it might be a bit much. I'm like I said, I'm willing to try. I just don't know how it would keep its shape. I would expect that to be hard boiled by the time it's done. McDonald's, KFC, and Lotteria make a selection of burgers that have a fried egg. Yep, they do that all the time. Domino's Pizza Japan, at least Domino's Pizza Japan has more realistic expectations of what egg looks like as a topping on pizza. Like it looks like it's either soft boiled or hard boiled and then cut into slices. That actually makes some sense. Warabi Mochi McFlurry. Okay, I've never actually had warabi mochi before, but I have seen what warabi mochi looks like typically, and it kind of just looks like gelatinous snot is probably the best way to describe it, with a lot of ground, I think it's like ground sesame and brown sugar is how it's normally flavored. Like I said, I've never had it before, but I was in an area that actually probably did sell it. I just never felt like getting it. I don't know how that it would work with the McFlurry. I mean, I guess it kind of works. The McFlurry is at least sweet, soft serve, and then you kind of have balls like boba. That's probably my guess on what that texture is going to be like. It's kind of like boba McFlurry, but warabi mochi in a pie, even if you put black honey on it, I don't know how that would actually work. Photo contest. Oh, there was a photo contest from last time. Okay, well, that's it for the pamphlet. Let's actually get into this thing. So, let's see. We got the Kit Kat, the lemon salt Kit Kat. We have the Hello Kitty. There's a lot of sweet stuff here. I kind of want to like alternate how to do this. But here's our udon. Here's our udon. I already have water here on the side. I'm gonna go ahead and boil that water. I hope that's the boil. I hope that's the boil. Is this the boil? No, that's not the boil. That's the boil. Okay, so I'm gonna boil the udon, the water for the udon. Let's go ahead and open this really quick. All right. Nissin. It says Nissin for the brand. You know that's gonna be good, right? So let's put this. I need to adjust my area a bit. Okay. So we got udon. We got the flavor pouch. And we have the dried tempura. Yeah, the tempura It looks like it has some shrimp in here. It has some bits of vegetables. Not sure how clear that is in the camera. Probably clearer down here than up there. So we're gonna just open that. Actually, no. Let's do the seasoning first. Let's do the seasoning first. That's actually not a whole lot of seasoning. I was expecting a bit more. But hopefully that's gonna be strong. That's the hope. Okay. Then the tempura. And as far as the egg is concerned, I'm gonna add that at the very end after it's done boiling and stuff like that. The tempura though, this tempura is actually a little bit oily. I can actually feel it on my fingers, so you know that was fried well. Okay, water's still boiling. I'm going to put this in the side for now. I do want to start salty. I want to start salty right now because there's a lot of sweet stuff here. Okay. The Texas corn pizza chips. I was expecting it to be a little bit bigger, but you see my hand here? That's kind of small. That's kind of small, but this is a full-size chip snack. So they say. Then again, if you think about it, the serving sizes in Japan usually are not that big. So yeah, this is going to be like a very small snack. Oh, I thought it was going to be more like chips though, but this is more like balls. So it's kind of like looks more like balls. It makes sense. We are doing a Moon Festival review thing, so I'm gonna try to open this. Right there. The pizza smell is not very strong. Not very strong. There's a decent crunch to this. Or more like a smoosh crunch. You know, like it's crunchy, but then it smushes, kind of like a Cheeto Puff. Not greasy. Flavor is actually not very strong. I was expecting a heavier corn flavor like the sweet corn snacks. But it's not very strong. It's alright. Would have wanted a little bit more salt in that, but then again, Japan's flavoring usually isn't that strong to begin with. Okay, let's get some water. I think I made a mistake. I shouldn't be pouring water over the tempura. I should be putting that in last. Oh, okay. Well, that's a mistake. And it's gonna get soggy anyway by the time we get to it. So, what's the difference? A little bit extra soggy. A little bit extra soggy. That's okay. Alright, so that's gonna be there for 3 minutes. Let's get a timer going so I don't overcook the darn thing. 3 minutes. Okay, so we had our first salty thing, the pizza balls. That was alright. That was alright. Could be a bit stronger, but then again, this is Japan. So, nice small snack to start off with. I do want to end with the mochi. This is something we need to end with. So we're going to save that for later. Waffle, the strawberry waffle, that's probably also going to go near the end because there's only one of these. Let's go with the one that seems a little bit more interesting off the bat. The salt lemon Kit Kat. Salt lemon Kit Kat. Like I mentioned this before, Japan has this nice paper bag that'll be easier to recycle for sure. Japan has this thing where they have many different varieties of Kit Kat apart from the normal chocolate, white chocolate, dark chocolate, what have you. We are now only starting to get some matcha Kit Kats in the Asian grocery stores. However, however, it's still not great. Still not a whole lot of variety. We do you can't. I'm not sure if you can see it very well on the camera, but there is a wheat Kit Kat flavor on the back of this one that it shows. And wheat Kit Kat, if you think of like a Ritz cracker, that's basically what it tastes like. It's a lot better than it sounds, and I like it actually. Finally can catch your stream. Thank you, Tuan Wu. Thank you for dropping by. Yeah, I don't normally stream in the mornings, but I'm gonna try to stream in the mornings a bit more if I do stream on a weekend, which I do plan for this month. It's just it's normally difficult for me to do it during the weekdays because that's when I actually do my work stuff. So apologies for that, but I will be trying to do that for the weekends for this month. Have you tried the Sakura and Sake Kit Kat? Yes, I have actually tried both of those. I actually have tried both of those. The Sake Kit Kat. What's my best description of Sake Kit Kat? It's been a while since I've had it. It's been like maybe 4 or 5 years since I've had that one. But I can remember. I think I remember it being tasting like a very mellow. It's a very mellow Kit Kat. If you've ever had Nigori sake before, Nigori is like a cloudy sake. Um, I guess it's on the sweet side. Okay, stop. I guess it's on the sweet side since it's what do you call this? It has like still the rice bits in there. That's where the cloudiness comes from, I think. But it the sake Kit Kat, because there is some sugars added from the Kit Kat itself. Um, it's like a mellow rice sweet. It's like a sweet rice flavor. Alcohol. It has some alcohol in there, but it's not enough to get you drunk unless you're maybe really sensitive. Uh, but it's a nice flavor. It's a nice flavor. It's just pretty expensive because there is some actual alcohol in there. The Sakura flavored Kit Kat is interesting, but I don't know how I would describe it. Like if you smelled like cherry blossom perfumes or stuff like that, it's kind of like that. Not quite as strong, and definitely a lot more subtle. But it's there, kind of thing. Let's see. You can call me Ollie or Oliver if my name's too hard to pronounce. Okay. From Sil, Reina, and the gang team. Yeah, it's a little sweet. Pleasant spell. Oh, okay. You're with Reina then. Okay, thank you for dropping by. Okay, looks like the what do you call this? The udon is done. Okay, maybe it wasn't that big of a mistake to maybe it wasn't that big of a mistake to put the tempura in there. I am going to add one extra thing. Well, we're gonna try it first without the egg. I want to try. I know I just got the Kit Kat out, but I'm just kind of going in a mess of an order. But I'm just gonna. I shouldn't have put the tempura in there because now it's like clumpy and stuff. But let's try the tempura soaked in. What do you call it? Soaked in the udon broth. I don't know what flavor this is supposed to be, but okay. I don't want this to splatter all over my desk right now, so I'm just gonna go itadakimasu. Oh wow, that tempura, this fried tempura. May I don't know if I should have soaked it in here, but I did it anyway, and definitely that is good. Oh my god, it's like little bits of veggies, some dried shrimp, tempura stuff, and like shrimp stuff, and I don't know what else is in here. Egg bits? I can't tell. But that is good. That's super good. I need this ramen right now. That's just noodles right now. Hold on. Just a sec. The broth is pretty standard ramen broth. I don't know if there's anything special with the flavor. I think it's just regular ramen broth, but it's great though. Let's see. Tried a long time ago when I visited Japan for memorial. Are you supposed to put the tempura noodle in too early? Probably not. I probably put it in too early. I probably shouldn't have put it in when. Let me see if I can make this closer. I probably shouldn't have put it in when I put the hot water, but that's what happened. So that's what that's what happened. Let me see if I can get this thing closer. Oh no, that's too far. I don't want to get this thing too close to the camera because is that clear? I don't want to get this thing too close to the camera because we need to see all the other stuff too. But okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add the eggs I made yesterday. So I made some ajitama, some ramen eggs yesterday as a snack for whenever I need a snack but actually need extra protein. So that's what we got. And let's see how this goes with this. I don't want the noodles to like soak for too long. I know it's gonna happen because we're doing a snack review and we gotta get through all the other snacks. But check these eggs out. Check these. Let me see if I can cut it. Cut. There we go. There we go. These are eggs I made yesterday. They're not quite set yet. I think they barely had 12 hours of soaking in the broth. Not tea eggs. This is just soy sauce and mirin. Nothing else in here. But soft boiled eggs, soaked in mirin and soy sauce. You can see that the sauce didn't quite penetrate through the egg because it hasn't been there for too long. Normally, I would soak these for like at least 24 hours to 48 hours before I would actually use them, but I kind of wanted to just have egg with this. Otherwise it's pretty good. Let's try the noodle. It's probably soaked too long by now. It's probably soaked too long. Oh jeez. All right, hold up. It's passable. I mean, it is instant udon. It is instant udon. It tastes like fried udon though. Like you know how some of the udon you get in the grocery stores like fresh udon, and those are actually really good. This tastes like fried udon. It probably actually is fried. I never had fried udon before. Can you take the noodle out? Can you take the noodle out into? You can take the noodle out into a different bowl. I probably should. Hold up. I'm actually gonna get a different, smaller bowl just in case. Alright, I'm gonna be munching on that udon as we're going through this. And I'm gonna be getting a weird mix of flavors because we're going to be trying out the other different stuff like this lemon Kit Kat. Lemon salt Kit Kat specifically. I've never had that combination before. So it's gonna be interesting. I've had wasabi Kit Kat, I've had apple, I've had the strawberry, I have the green tea, the matcha, and actual green tea, not just matcha. They make a distinction about that. Green tea Kit Kat and matcha Kit Kat. But this time we have a salt lemon Kit Kat from this thing. And it kind of looks like just a regular white chocolate Kit Kat from what it seems. Let's see. Let me adjust the camera. Sorry about the camera, guys. This is a manual focus camera, so I can't do much about that. Green apple Kit Kat was pretty good. I don't think I've seen one before. I don't think I've seen one, but I wouldn't be surprised if it exists. Okay, let's just do this. Inside, a little bit pinkish, kind of. Lemon hits strong. The lemon hits strong on this Kit Kat. Salt is kind of like an aftertaste. I guess it's kind of like a salted caramel kind of thing, but it's more of the salt's more like an aftertaste, but the lemon hits strong with the sweetness of a Kit Kat, and of course the white chocolate bits. Is it something I would buy myself? You know, to try, yes, but I don't think it's something I would like get all the time. It would definitely make for a good gift though, so that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. I need some ramen to wash that down. I need some ramen. It's gonna be weird eating ramen and then Kit Kat, and then all the bunch of sweet stuff. Let's see how the egg tastes. Hopefully it's good. Yep, egg's still good. Egg is good. It definitely needs to soak a bit more though, because it didn't gel enough. Normally I like my eggs to be on the jelly side, like a little bit more gelled, so that it's kind of like squishy. I don't know how else to describe it, but yeah, I'm gonna be this. I don't know how many people eat like instant noodles for breakfast, but I do. Like on the weekend, all the time. On the weekend, I get some instant noodles, get some egg, and if I feel like adding anything extra, like get some Spam or like some canned fish, canned tuna, canned mackerel, that kind of thing. That's the stuff I like to add in my thing. If I have hot dogs, that's like extra. Hot dogs are extra. All right. So this is something I probably should have expected in the box, but we got some Hello Kitty. We got some Hello Kitty milk bread in the snack box. Of course, Hello Kitty's got to be everywhere, and she's got her own line of snacks. And I can't open the darn thing. Ah! Okay. There's gotta be... Okay, I can't open it. Okay, I can't open it the way I want it to. There's like a little tear here. That's probably the only way. And I'm gonna have to transfer this into a different box because now all the milk bread has been exposed. Star-shaped milk bread. Let's see. It is not very soft, pretty firm. Like I'm pressing on this right now. I'm not trying to put too much pressure, but it's pretty firm. No smell. The smell is like regular bread. I think that's what this is. It's just regular bread. And it has a texture and grain of regular bread. The flavor, dense, very dense. Milk bread, I guess, doesn't really have a milky flavor, though there is a little bit of an aftertaste to it. Like a bready, milky aftertaste, which is not bad. This definitely does need bread or coffee or hot chocolate. Like by itself, I can't see anyone eating it by itself, like I'm doing right now. Because look at that thing, that is dense. This is like, this needs something. This needs something. You can probably cut this in half, maybe spread a little bit of jam in there. I don't have any jam to try. But I guess Hello Kitty just really wanted packaged bread. This kind of reminds me of some really hard, not really hard, but some bread in the Philippines. Like in the Philippines, there's always some kind of bakery at a corner that sells a bunch of different types of breads. Pandesal being the most famous, also the most widely available. Very soft, good even after 2 or 3 days sitting out. Goes well with everything from condensed milk to coffee to hot chocolate to spam to corned beef, whatever. This one, you can't really fit spam in here too well. At least maybe tiny, small, tiny slices. It's just tough. I don't know where you would put this. You could probably. I mean, I don't know if jam would even work well with this, to be honest. But this is the kind of thing they have, these kinds of preserved tough bread, I guess. Sweet bread, yeah. I mean, it's not really sweet bread, but it's on the table bread variety from as far as I could describe it. Overall, not bad, but definitely needs something to go with this, like coffee or something. I'm not a coffee drinker. So I'm gonna have to take another hit. Like dorayaki. Dorayaki is softer. This is harder than dorayaki. I don't think we have dorayaki here today, but this is this is harder than dorayaki. Definitely. Try condensed milk. I would if I had some. I wish I did. I should get some. Oh my gosh, I'm addicted to that. I'm addicted to the noodles. I just need noodles. You just need noodles in your life. Okay. Let's see, what else do we got? What else do we got? Oh. I guess we'll go with this. Yeah, let's go with this one for now. Poriki? Poriki? Is that how it's said? Poriki. 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 I don't know. I don't know where this is from. It has a little seashell over here. The seashell typically is means it's like Okinawan themed or from Okinawa. I can't read the label to say if it's from Okinawa or not. But brown sugar is a very Okinawan thing to do typically, and it kind of looks like the Glico sticks like Pocky has, except this is brown sugar. Is there a guide for the leaflet in the box? Yes, there is. There is. So, the one I am opening right now is this Poriki brown sugar pretzel stick. It doesn't really say where it's from. It just says it's brown sugar makes a nice snack while checking out the full moon harvest. That is it. That's all they say. Let's see. Let's open this up though. Oh, that's not what I expected. You see what's on the label, right? Hold up. You see what it looks like on the label, right? It kind of looks like wheat sticks on the label. But what you actually get is anything but wheat sticks. Or at least it doesn't look like what it does on the label. It kind of looks like dark chocolate. Or, yeah, it kind of looks like dark chocolate sticks. Expectations are a little bit different from reality. I thought it was supposed to be yellow. I thought so too. But I'm gonna go and give this one a shot. I'm gonna give this a try. Very crunchy. I can taste a hint of brown sugar coming from the middle of these sticks. It doesn't look like there's any brown sugar that's embedded in here. It's just the cookie itself that tastes like brown sugar. Brown sugar flavor is very light, but once it hits you pretty strongly. But the thing is, because it's small, the brown sugar flavor is kind of concentrated in one spot on your tongue, but it doesn't spread like it would normally. It kind of looks like a fully covered Pocky. Yeah, it kind of looks like a fully covered chocolate Pocky, but no, that's not the case. It's actually like that throughout. It's actually like that throughout. So that's a little bit interesting, actually. I imagine this is like something a kid would get from a convenience store just because they wanted Pocky but couldn't get Pocky. Or, you know, because they're from Okinawa, they need a hit of brown sugar because that's what they're used to. They need a hit of brown sugar, and this is how they get their hit of brown sugar. I probably shouldn't be saying it like that because it feels like I'm getting a hit. Sounds like you'd be snorting the brown sugar, which I do not. I do not advocate snorting the brown sugar. It probably would not go down very well in your respiratory tract. Just saying. Just saying. Brown sugar is also really sticky. I don't know how you would do that to begin with, but don't do that. Mix it with something. Mix it with something. But this is pretty interesting. I like it. It's just I imagine it to be some. It just expectations were so different. Let's see. We have quite a few more things here. We have quite a few more things in this box. So let's see. That was sweet, but not sweet enough. So I think I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna go for something a little bit sweeter. Okay, I was hoping for something a little bit bigger. When I saw this in the pamphlet, let's see, what did this show in the pamphlet? Where is it? Okay, so it shows melon cookie, right? Now I was expecting it to be like melon bread. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. It didn't really show a size here, but I wasn't expecting it to be, this small. This is basically bite size. Melon cookie. Now, unlike melon bread, this will actually probably taste like, oh, look at the back. There is a little a maze thing that you could do. Little maze thing that you can easily get out of. Super easy to get out of. I guess it's for a kid. I mean, it gotta make sense. Okay, well, I'm expecting actual melon flavor here. Unlike a melon bread, which does not have any melon flavor unless they make it like that. And this cookie is broken because that's what happens in packaging. See that? We got a broken panda. This panda has seen things and it's now broken. Just took a quick whiff, and there is a pretty noticeable scent of melon on here. Noticeable scent of melon. Now I'm expecting this to taste like melon. Yes, it does.
Yes, it actually does taste like melon. Wow. I'm gonna have to save the rest of this for later, but melon cookie panda actually tastes like melon. The melon flavor is not too strong, but good enough that you can definitely tell it is melon. It's a good it's a good crunch also in the cookie. It's not too hard, not too soft. It kind of reminds me a little bit of a butter cookie actually. A really thin butter cookie, but butter cookie nonetheless with the flavor of melon, which is actually pretty nice. So I'm gonna save that for later. Save the rest of that for later. All right. Need to work on the udon. Let me see if it expanded too much after soaking in that broth. It's not too bad. The noodles didn't expand too much. I will say though that the broth now is not as warm as earlier, so I'm gonna probably have to reheat this later if there's still leftovers. But it's still pretty good. All right. Let's go ahead and transfer some more just to save the nudes. I guess it was a good thing I added egg in here for the Moon Festival theme. Even though the Moon Festival was last month. But hey, it's a spirit that counts. You know, like they say, it's a thought that counts. It's a thought that counts. There we go. And we're gonna leave that for a bit later. Okay, so let's see what else do we have here. We actually have now a decent mix of sweet and nuts and salty stuff. So this is what is this? I'm gonna go for this one next because I don't know if it's gonna be sweet or savory, but I'm expecting sweet because bunny, because it's a bunny. You are living in Japan. I am not living in Japan actually. No, I am not. I wish I was, but no, I've just been to Japan plenty of times, 4 times actually, and hopefully I can go again next year. Japan is opening up for tourism again in full starting on the 11th, which is Tuesday this month. So if you have a chance, now might be the time, especially when the yen is cheap and things in Japan are cheaper than usual. Because once the tourists come back, that's gonna go back down to where it used to be. But yeah, I'm planning to go back to Japan next year. Hopefully, I just need to be able to get my tickets and be able to actually take the time off. But otherwise, yeah. So for this one, I think we got full moon crackers this time. Full moon crackers, and it doesn't say if it's sweet or not, but we're kind of expecting something a little bit wheaty, I guess. I don't know how else to describe it. It's wheaty. Sadly, my country, with its high rate of stowaways, don't have the open visa for Japan. Sad. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of sad that that there are still countries that don't have like a open visa to Japan. But I do understand. I do understand. What I kind of wish that Japan would do though is like have more open, I guess, or at least a better immigration thing, like for legal immigration and stuff like that. Like if people want to work in Japan, they could, but the issue is Japan wants skilled workers, right? Japan wants skilled workers, but a lot of the times those skilled workers go into companies that would be considered as black companies, like companies you don't really want to work for, just because Japanese work culture is kind of toxic, not gonna lie. As much as I love the other stuff about Japan, Japanese work culture, not good. Not good. I don't know if they're improving. Hopefully they are, but there's still some ingrained traditions with the workforce from the 70s and 80s that quite hasn't quite left yet. But hopefully one day it'll be more open and people who actually want to work there can without having to, you know, get an N2 or an N1 in the JLPT. But that's a story for another day. Story for another day. All right, so crackers. Crackers. Okay, cannot open it that way. Or can I? Nope, I cannot open it that way. All right. I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to do it the lame way. Oh wow, this is. What is this? This is not crack. What is this? That is thick. That is thick. What the heck is this? Is this a rice cracker? That is thick. I think this is a rice cracker, but I don't think I've ever seen one so thick though. And this is, it looks like this is soaked in soy sauce, probably sweet soy sauce. I have high expectations for this now that I've actually seen it. But let's just take a look really quick. So when we first got this, it was like fused like this, right? So when you open it, you have like this smooth side of the cracker where it doesn't look like a whole lot of sauce went in. But then you have the other side of the cracker where it looks like sauce got in everywhere, and that's probably the good side. Now I'm not sure which side I should be eating this on. Like, do I eat it top side? Like, do I eat the top side on my tongue, or do I eat the light side on my tongue? I'm gonna try both because we have enough for both. But this is much bigger than I expected. Rice crackers can get this big, and I guess they typically are. But I don't think I've ever seen one this thick. That's it. Lick it first. All right, let me lick it first. Salty. It's not sweet. It's a savory rice cracker. Savory rice crackers, yes, those exist. Sweet rice crackers, yes, those exist. This is a savory one. It's not a sweet soy sauce. That was a nice crunch. That was a nice crunch. I like that. Dip it in the broth. Oh, good call. Let's try that. But before we do that, check this out. Check this out. That is a very good. That's a very good bite mark. Also, you can see how much thicker it is in the inside compared to a normal rice cracker. Like, holy crap. Let's see. Yeah, let's try the broth. Let's try in the broth. Okay, so dipping in the broth, I don't think changed the color of this thing much, but how about the flavor? Maybe I need to soak it. I didn't really taste much of a difference right there. I'm just going to soak that. I'm just going to leave it there. We're going to leave the rice cracker in there. We're going to leave the rice cracker in there, let it soak. We're going to come back to that later. I'm expecting in maybe 5 to 10 minutes it's going to be soft. As soft as the tempura I put in. And probably going to fall apart. But I like that. Actually, I really like that one. It's nice, big, crunchy. My fingers are a little sticky though, so that could be an issue. But other than that, pretty good. I do need something sweet now because we just had so much salty stuff. So we're gonna try this. We're gonna try this. I've never seen this before. I've never seen this before in any of the grocery stores. Maybe I've been looking in the wrong spot. This looks like something you would get in a dagashia. Dagashia? Did I say that right? From a traditional Japanese sweet store, the kind where kids go and buy snacks for like 10 yen 10 yen and stuff. As a food lover, I love these kinds of content. It's always fun to play around with food. It is. It's fun to experiment. It's fun to experiment with food. It's like I like playing games a lot, but I like experimenting and trying food out even more so. Like, yeah, gaming streams, nice. Food, that's my jam. I like it. Okay, which one is this? I'm trying to look for it in the pamphlet. Okay, it's this thing. It's this thing. Cuppy ramune. Sweet and sour watering assortment of orange, strawberry, and lemon flavors. So orange, strawberry, and lemon. It kind of looks like, I don't know if you have this in your country, but there's this candy that we have here called, what is it called? It's not Nerds. I'm thinking of something else. Crap, I don't know what it's called. Smarties, I think. Smarties. It kind of looks like Smarties. It's just basically a compressed powder of sweets and stuff like that. So that's kind of what it reminds me of. Very small, but really a lot of the packaging in Japan is small. But this is in general just like a, you know, just a quick fix kind of thing. Smell, no smell. Next time you go to Japan, may I suggest going around looking for these random snack food to bring back home and try like this? Yeah, I'd like to do that. I definitely would like to do that. Normally my luggage is filled with big stuff though. Big like boxes of snacks that I give as gifts to a lot of people, but I like to what do you call this? Pick out stuff that seems interesting. Mostly ramen. I'm normally when I normally when I shop in Japan for myself, it's normally like ramen, like different ramen that I've had. There was this one ramen I've had from one of my first trips in Japan. It's called the Hokkaido Bear Ramen. Ripe and tasty, I think, is what's on the label. But after that first time in Japan, I've never seen it before, and it was like one of the best ramen I've ever had. And I've looked for it on Amazon. Found it on Amazon. It's expensive, like $5 to $6 each one. But I would pay for that $5 to $6 for each one, because to me it was that good. Super salty though, super salty. I think there was like a miso, shoyu, and shio. I think I had the miso and shoyu. And basically it's like really good instant noodles. That's basically what it is. Small sacks you can put in your handbag and luggage. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try that next time. But like I said, it's gonna be a year, so it's gonna be a year before I get to do that. Hopefully though, I get to. I just need to find the time. I just need to find the time. I'm planning to go to Japan in like end of October, beginning of November of next year, because I want to see the fall season, and onsen is also good during that season. Now, am I going to be streaming during my trip? Probably not, especially if I'm with family and stuff like that. But if I'm by myself or with a friend who doesn't mind to be on on stream, maybe we could work something out. Otherwise, I'll try to like get videos and stuff. I've been trying to make videos, like travel videos like that. It's just, you know, the travel part requires me to be not working. Not working. Okay, so here are the little candies that you get from this, the cuppy ramune thing. I guess they're color coded. Each one's a different flavor. I'm gonna guess this one is strawberry. I'm gonna guess this one is the orange. Don't know if you can see the color difference on screen. It's a little dull. And then I'm guessing this one's the lemon. So let's try one and maybe we'll mix and match. So let's try the strawberry first. I don't taste a strawberry. No, it's kind of there. It's kind of there. Yeah, that's what I figured this was. It's like compressed sugar, basically. It's basically compressed sugar, and once you get it wet enough, It just kind of dissolves. Actually, the actual flavor though, it does remind me of like childhood candy stuff like that. That's it's not very strong, but it's just kind of fun to eat and mess around with. Let's try the orange. Orange, strawberry, a little flavor of what they're supposed to be, but it's not. I can't tell for the most part. They're color code. Oh, there we go. On the outside, you can't tell, but once they finally dissolve, then you get a little hit. You get a little hit of flavor, and you can kind of tell there. But otherwise, you just kind of have to trust the color coding. I'm guessing this one's lemon, but everything's been on the sour side. So it's like, what am I actually tasting? I don't know. I think the lemon Kit Kat has a stronger lemon flavor, obviously. I would hope so, compared to the Dagashia style candies. But this is, I mean, it's childhood candy. What can I say about childhood candy? If this is the stuff you like, then this is the stuff you like. Would I have probably eaten this as a kid if I lived in Japan? Probably, yeah. Would I eat it now for nostalgia? Probably, yeah. I don't see why not. Oh, speaking of the Dagashia stuff, I remember now. There is a place in Tokyo. There is a place in Tokyo that sells that's kind of set up like a old school candy store. The Gashia stuff. There is a place in Tokyo. It's in Nakano Broadway. I remember going there in Nakano Broadway, looking for a specific candy, and basically a lot of their stuff is like cheap, mostly 100 yen or cheaper, because it's kind of like that vibe, that old school candy store vibe, and a lot of they had a lot of stuff. So maybe if I couldn't find anything unique outside of Tokyo, that's one place where I could go. But for anyone anyone visiting Japan, go to Nakano Broadway. Just look around. Just look around, because I don't remember exactly where it is. Maybe it's on the first floor. Probably on the first floor. Most likely not on. Most likely not in the basement. Most likely not in the upper floors, because the upper floors are typically mandarake stuff that are like goods and secondhand stuff. But it's probably on the first floor if I'm not remembering wrong. There should be a Dagashia shop there if it's not closed down, like all the other shops in Japan are closed down. Um, and that's just a good place to get like old school candy that a lot of people would have had probably in their childhood and probably still do eat right now. Other than that, I would check the grocery stores. There's usually a small section in their grocery stores. But this one, um, now that I've had a moment to recover from eating this, it scratched the heck out of the roof of my mouth. So I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna be trying mixing flavors, because I'll be honest, the flavors aren't strong enough to be able to be mixed. It's like it's nice to just dissolve on your tongue, but I probably shouldn't have pushed it to try to dissolve it, because now my mouth is scratched up and it hurts. You know that feeling. You know that feeling when you eat like something really crispy, like chips or fried chicken, and then it just kind of scrapes the top of your mouth. That's what it feels like right now. That's what it feels like right now. It's not good. It's not good. I kind of have the same thing here. It tastes like powdered sugar and nothing else. Basically, it's powdered sugar with maybe a little bit of something to make it sour. Probably ascorbic acid, or just something that tastes like sour. Yeah, I hate that feeling too. I also get it sometimes when I eat like really hot stuff, like with let's say that sometimes I get it when I eat really hot ramen or noodles sometimes, but more so when I'm eating something crunchy. Okay, before we get to the rest of the stuff, let's try this Let's try this rice cracker that's been soaking in the broth. I'm kind of curious. And kind of looks like it fell apart a little bit, which makes me worried. All right. Itadakimasu, and let's give it a shot. It's not bad. It's actually not bad. And it also still has a little bit of crunch. It still has a little bit of crunch to it just because it's not like soaked all the way through, I think. Actually, I think I prefer it that way compared to just biting out on it. But the biting on it just has a really nice crunch. So I guess what I should have done. What I should have done is like one of this is like soaked completely, and the other one I just like munch it like a normal rice cracker. But since we're not, since I already like ate half and already crunched half, instead what we're gonna do is this. What we're gonna do is this. Half of this goes in here. Half of that goes in there. Probably better not to submerge it all the way through. That way we still have a little bit of chewiness, crunchiness from the rice cracker. And the other half I'll save for later. All right, salty. That thing wasn't really that sweet, but let's go with salty because there's a lot of sweet stuff left here. Okay, Cheeseac. What is Cheeseac supposed to look like? What is Cheeseac supposed to look like? I've never heard of this thing before. This is like, I don't know where you would find this. This is definitely not a convenience store. This is probably somewhere in a grocery store in a section I don't usually visit. But I think it's supposed to look like just yellow with a line through it. I think that's what it seems like to me. But okay. Oh wow. It's not even yellow. Look at that. It's like full on orange. This is basically a flat Cheeto. Is it better with the broth, the rice cracker? Yeah, I think it's actually better with the broth because it absorbs some of that broth, and it balances and actually what do you call this? It dissolves the soy sauce bit on the rice cracker a bit more, so it makes it better because of that. At least for me, it makes it better. I don't know how some people feel about that. It mixes with the broth, so you get a little bit of the broth, you get a little bit of the soy sauce, and since the soy sauce is not too strong, it's a good balance. That's what I think about that. Okay, so this is basically a flat Cheeto. This is a flat Cheeto. That's the best way to describe it. Cheeseac, it's a flat Cheeto. Oh wow, okay. I barely put any pressure into this, and it's already cracked. It's already cracked. It's also kind of hollow. Yeah. I'm not sure what's in here. It's probably it looks like there is I don't know. It looks like there's some cheese. Some dried cheese spread in here. The cheese spread inside. It's kind of like cheese whiz, I think, dried cheese whiz. But I think it tastes a little sugar too. I'm not sure where the sugar is coming from. But this is very airy, and a much better Cheeto now that I've actually had it. Probably cheese puff, but flat. A lot of powdered cheese. Yes, it is. Cheese puff, but flat with some kind of spread cheese, but dried. This is actually really good. I would find if I could find more of this Cheeseac stuff, I would get it because it's kind of like an addiction now. it's a nice balance of flavor, and it being like puffy is is also great with that cheese spread. It's very cheesy. It's a very cheesy snack, but it's a good cheesy snack. That's all I can say about that. Take a picture in case you forget. I have the pamphlets. I have the pamphlets. So this for sure. This for sure will be a good guide. And also, if any of you would like to get any of these snacks later on, go back to the beginning of the stream once the stream is over, or maybe even join right now because I think I got the live playback turned on. But now or later, you can go back to the beginning of the stream. I went through the pamphlet, and you can see all the snacks in better detail there. I need to eventually get this lighting balance worked out because I feel like the camera is a little too dark, even though I have all the light in the world in here. So, but yeah, you can also see it there at some point. Let's see, what do I have? Cause I had something salty. But I don't want to get to the good snacks yet. All right, I guess we're gonna go with this next. This is sour paper. They call it sour paper, and it's hard to fit on camera. But basically, if you ever seen a fruit roll up before or a fruit by the loop, it's kind of like that. It's basically I think a gummy candy, a long thin gummy candy. I don't know what else is similar outside in other countries. Sour Patch, right? Sour Patch. I've never actually had Sour Patch, but I've had the other ones before. But this looks like a apple Sour Patch, and much longer than what is in the picture. Look at this. So that's from my hand all the way to my wrist. Maybe even past my wrist. Yeah, this is a little bit past my wrist. It's that long. But I think the inside might be a little bit shorter. Oh, it is shorter. But look at this. Oh man, I wish I had a high def camera for this one. Oh my gosh. It is shorter. The packaging was longer than the actual thing. It is very soft. It's got sugar crystals everywhere. You might not really see it very well on camera, but there's like straight lines going down this thing. The sugar crystals, they glisten quite nicely in the light. But I think, can you tear this apart? Let me see. You can't really tear this apart. It's a little tough. You need some force, and even then, it doesn't seem like it tears apart that cleanly. Oh. Oh my gosh, I'm making a mess here. Remind me of of Longman. Longman, what is Longman? But this it's kind of stretchy. It's got some bounce to it. Doesn't snap very easily, which is a good thing. It's a well-made candy. I really like that flavor though. So you would think this is like sour, right? It says it's called sour paper. It's called sour paper on the packaging, but it's actually not that sour. It is very lightly sour, but the green apple flavor on this, really good. I like the green apple flavor on this. It doesn't taste too sweet. It's very chewy. Very chewy. So it's gonna take me a while to get through this for sure. But this is good. It is actually really good. I would definitely buy this again. I would buy this if I could find it. This I think this would make for a good present and a good snack for yourself if you don't mind getting messy. Because holy crap, I'm getting mess everywhere for sure. Long man. Okay, I'll have to look it up later because my fingers are sticky. My fingers are sticky and I can't put this back in its packaging. So you're gonna have to just stay like that for now. Actually, no. Let me see. Let me see. Can I look it up right now? Let's see. Long man. Long, not king. Long man. Oh, it shows up. What is long man? Ah, I've never seen this before. I've never seen it before. So it's not. I haven't. I can't show it on camera on the screen right now. But basically, the picture I saw is from Sakuraco, Long Man, TV miniseries 2017, and there's this guy with a mustache, with a really long pink candy just just hanging off of his mouth. That's kind of funny. Not gonna lie. Sticky fingers, is that JoJo reference? Anything can be a JoJo reference if you want it to be. Anything is a JoJo reference if you just want it to be. Even if it's not one. Even if it's not one. Okay, I need to eat more of this udon. This is like been soaking in the broth for who knows how long. This udon is way past oversaturated. Five-minute commercial. Remind me after we get through all the snacks, because we do have still a few snacks to go through. And I won't put it on screen because I just don't want to get copyrighted and stuff like that. But I will, if you remind me while after we're done with the snacks, then I will watch it and then react to it. Okay, the noodles. Okay, the noodles are way past soggy, but we'll eat them anyway later. They are not good noodles anymore, but it's fine because the broth is still pretty good. Yep, I need I need to heat this up. It's past done. It is past done. Okay. We have 4 snacks left. We got 2 salty and 2 sweet. I've had a huge dose of a bunch of salty stuff just now, I think. But we're gonna go salty, sweet, because I want to end with sweet. So umaibo, you guys may have seen this before. Umaibo is basically these little tubes of, it's basically a corn snack. This is like a classic corn snack that comes in many different flavors. I think there's also this one umaibo guide somewhere where they actually like kind of like with jelly beans, like Jelly Bellies. They have a flavor guide where if you mix different kinds of flavors together, you get something that tastes like, let's say, pizza. If you take cheese and something else, it'll taste like pizza, or corn and like corn soup or something like that. That's they do have. I think they have like an umaibo guide, something like that too. This one though is, what is this one? It's just seaweed. seaweed salt. This says nori. It's so nori is seaweed, but the guide says seaweed salt, and I guess this says seaweed salt up here too. Nori something. I don't know what salt is in Japanese. I can't read kanji. I can barely read hiragana and katakana. But this is classic omaibo right here. Classic omaibo. Very saturated in whatever flavor it's supposed to be. Hollow tube, kind of looks like a fish, chikawa fish stick kind of thing. Crunchy. Very crunchy. You can taste the corn. You can taste the seaweed, because how can you not? The seaweed is all over this thing. This is I'm not sure if I would get this particular flavor. I've had like sweet corn omaibo before, and I like that quite a bit. The seaweed one, I don't know if I get it by itself, but it's still good. Omaibo is just good in general, so it's like, why not, right? Oh. I'm gonna have to say the rest of that for later, though. I'm already ruining my diet right now. But we're gonna have to say, I'm gonna say this for later, but it's good. That's all I can say about that. Omaibo's good. The flavor is strong, unlike some of the other salty snacks that we've had. Very puffy, very crunchy. Very satisfying to bite into and snap. Would recommend any omaibo flavor if you can find them. Just look up the udon. It's expensive. Is the udon expensive? Is this udon expensive? I mean, I don't think the udon costs more than 100 or 200 yen. Is it that expensive? Donbei tempura udon. This is what we have today. Donbei tempura udon. It might be expensive if it's imported. It usually is. But if you get this in Japan, I don't think it costs more than 200 yen. I've gotten like plenty of cup noodles in Japan, and they usually aren't that expensive. Nissin. Yeah, it is Nissin. $10 a pack. Yeah, how many are in a pack though? How many are in a pack? If there's 5 in a pack, that's basically $2 each. Even if it's 4 in a pack, that's $2.50 each. That's a little bit more expensive than it would be in Japan, but it's still not that different. Though I feel like I don't think it's even 200 yen, to be honest. It might be 200 yen tops. I feel like it's 200 yen tops. $70? $70 in a 6-pack? Hold up. Amazon Japan. How much is a donbei? Let's see. Amazon JP. Shop in English. Shop in English. No. Yes. Skip sign in. I just want to search. Donmei. Mikan mochi. Nope. We're going the wrong way. Going the wrong way. Donbei. Udon. Amazon Japan 12-pack. Currently unavailable. Ramen is so hard to get on Amazon Japan. I don't understand why. Okay, there's a similar udon. This one has fried tofu instead. It is a 12-pack, selling for about 41,000 yen, which normally would be about $40, but since the what do you call this? Since the exchange rates are a little bit different now, it's closer to $30. $30 divided by 12. That's almost 350 yen each one, so about $2. That's actually about the same. Uh, that's actually about the price I would expect it. If they're selling for 70, then it's more than likely because it's imported. That's why. Unavailable here in Vietnam also. Ah, yes. Imports always tough. And when you do get the imports, they're always like almost double the price just because shipping internationally is expensive. Very expensive. Okay, sweet stuff. So, mochi. I don't think we have to explain mochi, right? Except this is mikan mochi. Mikan is like either a mandarin orange or like some kind of orange. We've had plenty of mochi on this channel before from the Sakuraco boxes, but not mikan. I don't think we've had mikan. So mikan flavored mochi is gonna be a first. Tangerine? Okay, let's call it tangerine. It's an orange. I just know it's an orange. I've had mikan before. It's very watery. It doesn't have like a very strong orange flavor that you would expect an orange to have. But it's nice, refreshing, and light. So yeah, that's basically what mikan is. It's juicy, not watery, juicy, but not a very strong orange flavor, if that makes any sense. It's good though. It's good. But mikan mochi, that's a little bit different from the usual. You got this little cute mikan mascot. I don't know if that's a dog. I don't know if that's a bear. It's definitely not a cat. Is this a bear or a dog? The pamphlet does not say. It does not say. I'm gonna guess it's a dog because it kind of looks like one. So. Okay, so this is not your big ball of mochis that you may be used to seeing from the packages that come from Taiwan and stuff like that. This is more like this soft mochi that you can just kind of like play around with. But you shouldn't be playing around with food like this. You shouldn't be playing around with food like this. It's this is like the common kind, right? But this is also good, I hope. But let's give it a shot. It is pretty stretchy. Pretty stretchy. There's no filling. There's no filling in this. So it's like, I think it's just like one solid thing that's flavored, but let's check it out. It's not, wait, hold up. Can't really quite catch the flavor. The orange flavor is light, but you can definitely tell it's there. It's not like you have to like really focus on it. It's just this thing is so squishy that I have to just make sure I'm actually tasting it. But it's very squishy. The orange flavor is definitely there. Light orange flavor, not too sweet. Kind of what I expected. Does it taste like an actual mikan fruit? Maybe a little bit sweeter than the mikan fruit, because it is mochi. But otherwise, yeah, it's more or less there. It's more or less there. It does taste a little artificial though. Expected. That's kind of expected. All right. Algae curry fries. Like, if you ever seen the Oishi shrimp crackers, I think that's what this kind of looks like, and it's like a curry flavored crackers instead of shrimp. I don't think. Oh, this is a whole lot smaller than I expected though. I don't think this needs any introduction on what these kinds of fries look like, but just know if you've seen the shrimp crackers before, that's basically what it is. Curry flavor. Let's see how much curry flavor there actually is in here. Oh. The chip is kind of dense. Crunchy, but dense. Like if you look here, it's a little hard to see, I think. Oh, if you look here, you can see how dense that is. It's not very airy, like some crackers are. The curry flavor in this thing, is not strong, but you can tell it's there. Curry seasoning is pretty strong regardless, regardless on where you put it. I think I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it here because the ramen broth is not the udon broth is far gone. But I think this would be good as a topping in like instant noodles or something like that. Just for the crunch factor, and because the curry flavor is pretty strong already, this probably might go well with instant noodles if you just need a little extra seasoning and want to do fries at the same time, or at least chips at the same time. By itself, it's pretty good, but I think I could use something a little extra, which I can't do that extra thing right now. This is pretty good though. I like it. It definitely could be used as a topping, for sure. Okay, we're down to our last snack, but not our last item to try. There is actually one more item after this. But our last snack in the box is this strawberry waffle. Now you can probably see why I saved this for last. This looks like the best thing here, other than the Mika and mochi. This is what I wanted to end with. This is what I wanted to end with. I don't think I've actually tried. No, I may have tried one before, like this. I may have tried a package waffle like this before, but it has been a while. It has been a while. Okay. The waffle does smell a bit of strawberry. It is soft. Let's get that up. It is pretty soft. If you like squish it, definitely softer than the Hello Kitty milk bread we had earlier. It does feel like there's like maybe like melted sugar on the outside, or maybe that's all the other stuff I was touching from earlier that I can't wash my hands off of, but it does feel moist, at least on the outside. That's probably why it's so soft. Anyway, if we open this, it kind of tears off like Asian bread, basically. It doesn't look like it's made like a regular waffle. It looks like it was it looks like it was a bread made in waffle form. That's my impression of just tearing this apart. Basically, it does taste like bread also. The strawberry flavor, I'll have to try that again. Strawberry flavor is not very strong. It's kind of there, but not very strong. I think the best thing about this, is the just the texture. It tastes a little bit. I'm not very impressed by the flavor, but as you eat this a little bit more, you do get a little bit more of that strawberry, which is fine. But I think it needs something extra. Maybe like whipped cream or coffee or hot chocolate just to eat this with, because it's basically bread, and like I said, it's basically bread in waffle form. Don't know what else to say about that. It's not as I'm not as impressed. I'm not as impressed. I feel like even the Hello Kitty milk bread is better than this. That's a weird thing to say. That's a weird thing to say, considering how dense those things are, and you can like probably hurt someone with those if you throw it hard enough. But this one, it's all right. It's all right. Not outright bad, but it's all right. It does look kind of dry and oily. That's probably my hands, to be honest. My hands are kind of oily now. Okay. So we're done with the box. The box is empty now. That's everything in the box. But part of the box was also a drink, and I'm hoping the drink is still cold. So let me just show you the drink really quick. In the drink, we have a 1% plum soda, ume flavored soda right there. 1%, because plum is a plum wine, plum juice is very, very sour. Ume is sour in Japan. So 1% is probably might seem really low, but in this case it's probably the strength it needs to be. Sangria is a huge drink maker in Japan for a bunch of different stuff, sodas. I think they also do some alcoholic stuff. But here we have a small how many milliliters is this? This can't be more than 150 ml. But it doesn't say. 190 grams. So, I mean, 190 grams, I guess that's almost 200 ml worth of soda here. So, nice fizzy carbonation. Still good. Cold. That's an interesting flavor. I've had the plum wine before. It's not too sweet. It definitely has some sugar in there. It doesn't really taste like strong ume flavor. It's very light. I guess at 1% I should have expected that. But it's not bad. It's actually really refreshing. So after everything that we've eaten today, I definitely think this is a good way to end a meal with this drink. One thing for sure, I need to like clean up and reheat the udon broth. You don't want to see the rest of the carnage that's all around the table. It's a big mess. This is already pretty bad. It's already pretty bad, but already this is actually a pretty good snack box for from September. Nice mix of stuff that you would probably normally find in like a convenience store or grocery store in Japan. So would recommend would recommend if you can find the individual stuff. That's probably cheaper that way. Or if you would like to try the TokyoTreat box, definitely check them out. Again, I am not sponsored. TokyoTreat, please sponsor me. I don't know if you'll ever see this, but please sponsor me. Other than that, I think I have something I need to watch, right? The Long Long Man. Let me see. Let me see if I can find Long Long Man on YouTube. Now, there's not going to be any sound because copyright. But let me see. Long Man. 5-minute commercial though. Wait, do I have earphones? I want to look at it longer. What? Is it 5 minutes because there's like so many commercials stuck into one? Like there's like so many commercials in a row of Long Long Man. Is that what it is? Probably is. 4 years ago, Long Long Man, 4.5 million views. Man, 4.5 million. and the thing does not want to play on my phone for whatever reason. It's more like a series. Okay, I'm gonna try to watch a couple if if my phone lets me. So far it's like freezing on me a little bit. Oh my gosh, this is cheesy. Holy crap, that long. That gummy is so long. And this guy with a short gummy just basically got NTR'd by the guy with a long gummy. What the heck? This girl's a size queen. That's what she said. Oh my gosh, the guy with a... this guy is everywhere. It's the same girl. It looks like it's the same girl. Oh, I feel sorry for this guy and his short gummy. Okay, I get the gist. I get the gist. I get the gist now. That was pretty funny though. It's pretty hilarious. Okay. Let me see. What time is it now? How much time we got? I think we're done today. Let me just double check. Yeah, I think we're done today. So I don't think I really have anything to say past this, but thank you all for joining me. Thank for this food review. It was nice hanging out. We're gonna be having another snack box review this month. I don't know if it's gonna be next week or the week after, but I know there's gonna be one this month because the next one's gonna be the October box, and that one's gonna be more Halloween themed. So see you around for that if you're in for the snack boxes. I do want to get to the cooking stuff eventually. I don't know if we'll have a cooking stream this month. There might be one next month. Got some ingredients I want to give a shot at some point. But I will try to do the cooking stuff on the weekend, maybe a Saturday or a Sunday at around the same time that we just did. We'll try to shoot for that. That way there's actually something on the weekends, morning time. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for coming again. Thank you for coming. I'm going to go ahead and sign off now. I need to clean up. I also need to cook lunch because I need to offset all this snacks that I ate first thing in the morning as my breakfast. I did not eat before this. This is my breakfast. That is a very bad breakfast. Like I said, normally I would do instant noodles for breakfast, but I would at least put something in there, something like with more protein, but that wasn't the case today. That wasn't the case today. Anyway, I'll be streaming again this week. We'll be continuing Spook Month. So see you then, see you in a VOD, or see you in another time. All right, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Have a nice rest of your day. Good night.